Hello everyone, Carson here, and in today's video I am going to be reviewing IONOS hosting. Now, IONOS hosting was previously known as 1-in-1 hosting, which was a pretty popular and well-known brand back in the day, and they've since rebranded as IONOS, or however you pronounce that. Now, before we get into this review though, I do just have to tell you a bit about myself. I've reviewed over 90 website hosting companies to date. I'm coming on 100 right now, and because of that, I have a comprehensive list of the best website hosting companies in 2021. So if you want to check out my review of the best, go ahead and click the link right down in the description. Also, just one reminder before we get into the review, if you enjoy my content, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you are notified every single time I upload. And now let's talk pros and cons. So IONOS covers all the popular hosting options: VPS hosting, WordPress hosting, cloud hosting, and much more. Unlike some website hosting companies which specialize only in certain features and only in certain hosting options, IONOS has all of them available, so that is one benefit for their platform. But now let's get into the more specific details of all the pros and cons and all the nitty-gritty you need to know about their platform in order to decide if it's good for you. Now, their average speed is around 797 milliseconds, which is not too bad. It's obviously not the best, but it is a pretty decent speed. Their uptime is 99.98%, which, although it's not the industry standard of 99.99% and above, it's still pretty good, and it's certainly nothing most people would complain about unless they went and tested it and realized that there was that little discrepancy there. Now, they also give you a free domain name and a free email account, which is what I would expect from most hosting providers in this day and age. If they don't offer those features with your account, you've really got to question if the hosting provider is up to date and actually up to the industry standards, so that is a good benefit for them to have. Now, getting into the cons, one big problem is that their account registration is limited to a select amount of countries, so not every country in the world is going to be able to buy a hosting plan from IONOS. So if you are buying from them, you really need to consider that and think about where you are hosted and if you even have access to buy from them. Another con is that their support is fairly limited. It goes on and off, and sometimes you won't even get replies to questions you ask, so that is a fairly big problem, at least in my book. I don't think that's something you really should be dealing with or needing to deal with if you're trying to buy a quality website hosting plan. That's just not really something you want from a hosting platform. Now, another major problem is that they don't have any free website transfers. So if you are looking to transfer a website to their hosting platform, you're gonna have to pay. Now, the majority of really good hosting platforms, like the ones which I recommend, all offer free website transfers for you to get started on their new platform and on their platform as soon as you sign up. But IONOS doesn't do this, and I think that's actually a pretty big downside, because a lot of people are wanting to transfer a website, and when they don't offer those free transfers, it just doesn't sit well with me personally. The final problem is their pricing is a bit weird, because the promoted price is actually incredibly cheap, around $1 a month, but when it does renew, it goes to over $10 a month, which is a bit misleading, because places, let's say like Hostinger, even though the prices do jump up a certain amount, it doesn't jump that highly. That is an incredible jump in pricing, and it gets a lot more expensive when it renews, and that's something you need to take into consideration when you're buying from a platform like this. Is it really worth it? Because even though you're getting it cheaply at first, as soon as your plan renews, you're going to be paying some serious cash, which you could have saved out on if you went for a better hosting option. So overall, and just to recap, I actually don't think IONOS is that bad of a host. I think they're pretty good, but they definitely don't land anywhere near my top 10 website hosts. And speaking on that topic, if you do want to check out the website hosts I recommend, I have a link in the description to my top 3 favorite website hosts of 2021. Also, just a reminder that if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Drop a comment if you have any questions. And yeah, thanks for watching. Till next time, and have a great day.